Hi friends, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Nikki. Happy holidays for those of you that are celebrating the holidays. For those of you that are having a hard time during the holidays, I am praying for you. I am thinking about you because I realize that the holidays for some people are a tough time and for some people they're a great time. So I just thought I would mention everybody. Let's jump in and talk about my 10 best sales on Poshmark in 2021. If you would like me to do this for eBay, I think I could even do it for Amazon, brought up the real, let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna pull up my closet. Now, these are not necessarily like, a lot of them are the sales that I did make the most money on, but some of these I'm including in the top 10 just because they sold so freaking fast, or I got them for a super steal of a price and I just made a great profit. So let's jump in. Any other updates I want to tell ya? I'll tell you as we go through. There's a lot. I did categorize them, but I think we should just jump in, so let's start. I think we should start with something that I tried that was completely new to me in 2021. I did some reseller mystery boxes. I called them that, but technically, I mean, anybody could buy them. I uploaded them to my Poshmark closet. I did one box that was all new with tags, 6 items, and then I did a Free People mystery box. It was intimately Free People. And then I also did another box that was new with tags items for $100. So I kind of hit like all the price ranges there. If you are planning on doing mystery boxes, I'm trying to put this nicely. All right, what did I learn? It's a great way to make a lot of money very quickly, especially if you have a larger closet and you can get the word out there. I just basically told you guys on the YouTube channel. And I think the first time I did it, I ended up selling 60 boxes. The second time I did it, I ended up selling 80 boxes. And then the third time I did it, I ended up selling, it was like 62 boxes. I was very overwhelmed. I was not expecting that many of them to sell. I think I overestimated what I could do in such a shorter period of time because I wanted to get them shipped out quickly. What I will say though is that if you do have a larger closet or you know, and you can get the word out, it is a great way to make an influx of cash depending on what you spend on your inventory at one time. I mean, amazing to sell 60 boxes at $100 each, right? I mean, it was great money, but I was very overwhelmed. My boyfriend helped me. My mom helped me. It's a lot of work. And I would say the majority of you guys, I'm assuming most of the people that bought the boxes were you guys, were happy. But there were a couple people that were like, oh, like this isn't something I would have picked up or blah, blah, blah. And of course I was like, well, that kind of sucks, you know, and it kind of deters me from doing it again. But I have to, you know, the majority of you guys were happy, but you have to keep that in mind that it is a mystery. So people don't know what they're getting. And I think inevitably you're going to have some people that just probably aren't happy with what they get. And it's a lot of work. So, and I feel like I'm not a huge YouTuber, you guys. I mean, we almost have 8,000 subscribers, which I am so excited about. And I love each and every one of you guys. But even my little channel, like I had some people that would like buy a box just to cancel or buy a box just to leave a bad review. And I'm like, oh gosh. So I don't know. It was a great way to make a lot of money and to move through a lot of inventory. But it was a lot of work, and you just have to realize if you're going to do that, not all your customers are going to be happy. I'm trying to think, would I do that again? Probably, but on a smaller scale. I think I would just start with like having 20 boxes available for sale, see how that goes, and then move on. I've never done a box with used items. I know some of my reselling friends do that. I just don't want to deal with it, you guys. I feel like I would have maybe, well, I don't know. If you set the expectation, I have a friend that sells a lot of used mystery boxes and her people seem to be happy, but I don't know. I just prefer to do new with tags. I think I would do it again, but just on a smaller scale, see what the response is. But I definitely will say though, it's a great way to make an influx of cash very quickly. just be ready. If you're going to commit to having 100 boxes available, I would say have them pre-made, ready to go. All you have to do is label them. I did not do that and I was very overwhelmed, but I got all of the orders out within 2 days. So I was pretty proud of myself. So I probably will do it again in 2022, maybe a couple times, and I'll see how it goes. Now this next one, some of you guys might be like, why are you including that? These are snowboard like ski pants. You guys, I'm just including this because I keep preaching to you, if you can find like activewear at an affordable price. I found these at the bins. I paid $1.39 for them. They sold for $30, not kidding, within 24 hours. And I got my earnings were $24. I paid, let's just say I paid $2. So I made 22 bucks. I paid like $1.60 or 50 cents or something. But let's just say $22 profit. I always tell you guys this. Activewear, if you can find it, like I said, at an affordable price. Some of it I even pay up for because it sells for great money. So when I say activewear, I'm not just talking about workout clothing, you guys. I'm talking about skiing equipment, ski attire, tennis gear, tennis attire, golf clothing. What's like some more heavy duty stuff? Snowboarding, hunting. I pay up for hunting stuff. Hunting clothing, I didn't know this until I started like sourcing it, can be very expensive, brand new, and it holds its retail value. I found some like huge, heavy hunting jacket that's like really coveted. I paid 40 bucks for it. You guys, it sold for $189 used. My eyes get really big when I'm excited. So I'm always preaching to people because I feel like a lot of us, maybe I'm a little jaded because I find it very, very frequently here at the bins in Los Angeles. A lot of ski stuff because, you know, we have mountain ranges here. A lot of fishing gear because we just have all that stuff nearby. So maybe I'm a little jaded, but I find stuff like that every single time I go to the bins, and so many of my reselling friends just pass it up. I love it, and it usually needs very little work, maybe a wash. I just washed these ski pants and they sold within 24 hours. So I wanted to include this. I know some of you are probably like, why are you including a $30 sale? It sold within 24 hours. I paid less than $2 for it. You do need to look up comps though. Not all brands are the same. You know, I found some ski pants that you could basically buy at Walmart that I passed on. But a lot of the times, you guys, you can find some really good quality stuff for a good price that holds its resale value. So just give it a try. Let me know. Another good one is hiking stuff. Hiking pants, hiking sticks, hiking boots. That's a great one. Hiking shoes, if they're in good condition, you guys, you can resell them for great amount of money. I just resold a pair of Merrells that I actually got in a ThredUp box for $60. I showed them to you guys in a ThredUp unboxing, and those sold within 48 hours. So I am a huge believer in selling that stuff. I buy it used too because I do all of those things that I just mentioned. I bought my hiking boots used. I know I talked to you guys about that this year, how I was looking for hiking boots. We go on really long hikes. I don't ski very often, so when we went to Big Bear, I bought my like winter ski stuff used. So look into it, friends. Sells really. Here's another item that I just wanted to talk about this category. This is a Lulu's red dress. I actually bought this for myself. It was a size 6. And I remember, I've told you guys this story. I tried it on and I was like, why is a size 6 fitting me like this? I'm usually a size 4. Little did I know I was pregnant. So I ended up selling this, but Lulu's, you guys, I've learned over the last couple of years, and it's still holding true. Their dresses are very popular. This dress had something like 45 likes within 2 days. Anytime I list like a Lulu's maxi dress, some of their more current pieces, this dress wasn't even that current though. I think this dress came out like 5 years ago. But anytime I list any of their gowns, their dresses, it kind of has a cult following, especially on Poshmark, even eBay, even Facebook Marketplace. I just listed a lot of like 5 Lulu's dresses on Facebook Marketplace, and it sold within like 3 days. So I wanted to mention this because I really like selling this brand on Poshmark because it just sells super fast for me. And what I've also noticed is that it just brings a lot of traffic to my closet. And some people have purchased things that weren't this dress, but they messaged me and said, oh, I bought this bundle because I saw your Lulu's dress. I decided I didn't want it. I think one girl said like because of the measurements, it would be too long because she's kind of petite. But she ended up buying a bundle of 5 other things. So I wanted to include this in my top 10 because whenever I have something from Lulu's, it just brings a lot of attention, gives me a lot of sales, and the item usually sells pretty quickly. I'm trying to think if I would pay up for this. I got this dress, it was either on Dollar Day or at the bins. I did not pay up for it. Some of them, like I said, if they're more trendy and current, I might. I tend to find a lot of my Lulus at the bins though, so I don't have to make that decision. When I go to the bins, I'm usually paying $2 or less per item. Occasionally, I might, per item might be more than $2, but that's only if I'm getting super heavy things because you pay by the pound at the bins. Like if I'm getting a lot of coats, a lot of shoes. I recently did a video on top 10 tips for shopping at the bins, so if you want to check that out, I will link it down. All right, we're getting into more of the like higher, it's not even higher profit, like more, well yeah, this is a high profit sale. This is Pistola Grover. It's called the Royal Honor jumpsuit. I found this at the thrift store. No, I did not. I got this in my Revolve palette. I'm sorry. This sold super fast. I got confused because I found this brand at the thrift store and it's a similar jumpsuit, but it was jean material, it was denim, and it didn't have the stars. I paid, well, you're getting a 2-for-1 here. I paid $10 for that and it sold for 80 bucks on eBay and it sold in less than 3 days. That's when this brand kind of like popped in my, I had never seen this brand before. It sold at Revolve. So then when I got my Revolve palette, I should do a wrap-up video on that Revolve palette. I keep saying I'm going to. I gotta get my numbers together. I got my Revolve palette in March of 2021. This sold within 4 days of me getting it listed. It only had 5 likes. It sold super fast. This retailed for $138. I listed it for $100 and it sold for $100, which is amazing. I didn't even know she left a review. That's so sad. This sold in March, you guys. I never read my reviews on Poshmark. I just am happy when the money is released. I'm like, okay, the money's released, great. Sometimes even if I get like under a 5-star review, I honestly don't read them, whatever. But she said, great product, fast delivery, thank you. So this sold for $100 minus the Poshmark fee and everything. I made $72.55, which is amazing. So great profit there, and it sold super fast. I think this is definitely a bolo, you guys. I don't know if they make anything other than jumpsuits. I need to look that up. But the 2 items I've sold from them were these like romper jumpsuit things. Number 5, Michael Costello, a Revolve collaboration. This dress, it's called the India midi dress, size small. I wanted to keep, it's my favorite color. It's a beautiful dress. I've never found Michael Costello at the thrift store. If you have, let me know in the comments down below. I have found it retail arbitrage. And what I've noticed is that if you can get it for a good price, it sells very quickly. I listed this and this sold 6 days after being listed. It sold for $120. Is that from an offer? You guys showed me how on Poshmark to see if I sold this on an offer or full price. And I don't remember. If you want to educate me again, let me know. I don't know, you guys. I just go to my sales and then I click it. I don't know. But anyways, it sold for $120. I've been selling on Poshmark for almost 4 years now. Would you know it? I don't know. So it gave me a net earnings of $94.50. I never got a rating on that. Oh, well, that's okay. Whatever, I got the money. So super fast sale, great profit. Did I say, so everything from the Revolve palette, I ended up paying $16.50 for. So I got a net earnings of $94. That is an amazing profit. I still have some things from that palette listed in my Poshmark closet, so if you want to make me a reasonable offer on something, I always link my Poshmark closet down below. Hit me up. All right, friends. What number are we on? Number 6. You're going to hear a lot about this Revolve palette, and you're going to hear a lot about the Quick Lots Half palette, because this stuff just sold very, very fast. This is a Lover and Friends, what is it called? The Encore Dress. And this actually had not a spot. It had loose thread along the hem. This was a very cute dress. Another dress that's very much Nikki's vibe. I definitely wanted to keep it, but I was like, I wanted to keep, like, I'm not kidding, about 50 to 80% of the stuff in this palette. Lover and Friends is a brand I don't find that often at the thrift store, so I was super excited to get a lot of pieces in my Revolve palette. This sold for $120. I told you it sold very quickly. It gave me a net earnings of $88.55. Super happy with that. So something that I've learned after buying, that was my first palette that I've ever purchased, so a full palette, is that Revolve clothing is very popular. A lot of people buy Revolve palettes though, so you're not going to be the only person selling this stuff, so I think you need to price very competitively. In all honesty, I feel like that's the reason some of my stuff hasn't sold very fast, is because I'm not selling it at like rock bottom prices. Maybe if I did, I'd sell them faster, but I'm just going to hang on until those other sellers deplete their inventory, because I think that this stuff is really cute. It's really good quality, and a lot of the stuff that I'm selling from the Revolve palette, Revolve is no longer selling, so eventually it's gonna sell. But I am gonna start discounting some of this stuff to get it to sell a little bit faster, because we're coming up, so March of 2022 will be a year that I purchased that palette. So but what I've noticed is that if you can wait, I mean, the stuff will sell for almost the price you list, especially if it's like a trendy, popular piece. And yeah, and it brings a lot of attention to your Poshmark closet. I want to say 70 or 80% of the sales from the Revolve palette have been on Poshmark and the rest on eBay. So it's been doing really good at bringing traffic to my Poshmark. This is definitely a bolo, you guys, and this is actually a brand I find a lot at the thrift store. This is NBD, which you guys told me. I think it stands for no big deal. This is a new with tags, Lucilda strapless dress. This sold within 2 days. It only had 4 likes. It sold full price at $150 minus the Poshmark fee, gave me a net earnings of $120. You see what I'm talking about with this Revolve stuff? Some of this stuff, I mean, just sold lightning fast, full price, no offer, didn't have a ton of likes, and just sold in less than a week. And she gave me a 5-star rating. So anything I've ever listed from NBD sells very fast. It's a very popular brand right now, or at least it has been in 2021. You know, these things are ever changing. But I found that that's a brand that I got in my Revolve palette that I do actually find quite a bit at the thrift store. And if it's in good shape and it's a good price, I usually pick it up, you guys, because even used, I find that it has a pretty good sell-through rate and average sales price, depending on the item, usually from like 30 to 50 bucks. If you get a gown, you're well over 50 bucks. So definitely be on the lookout for it. I think we're on number 7 at this point. I didn't want to do the same brand twice, but this was an awesome sale. This is an NBD gown. It's in the color blueberry. It's my size. It's a size small. I wanted to keep it, and I was like, Nikki, no. So this retails for $228. It sold for $180, full price. She didn't even send an offer. She did message me though and say, I'm going to a wedding. I think she said in like 6 days. Can you ship this today? You better believe I shipped it the same day she sold it, the same day she bought it. I usually ship 6 days a week, unless I'm traveling or mom life or realtor life. If you didn't know, I'm a licensed real estate agent. So if you're looking for an agent in California, I always leave my email down below. But all that to say, weekends can get busy. So if my weekends aren't super slammed, I ship 6 days a week, minimum 5 days a week. So I shipped it same day, net earnings of $144, and she gave me a 5-star rating, and I'm pretty sure she got it early. I can't remember where she was located, but I shipped it on like a Monday and she got it on Wednesday. So NBD, friends, definite bolo, gowns, dresses are most popular. and will give you the most. Talk about this Quick Lots half palette. If you have not seen my videos unboxing my Quick Lots Nordstrom, it's such a long name, Nordstrom General Merchandise half palette. I will leave a link to those videos down below. I got, how many of these belts did I get? 3 or 4 of these Salvatore Ferragamo. Are these Ferragamo? Yeah. I got a lot of belts in that palette. Salvatore Ferragamo belts. These sold lightning fast. I almost feel like I priced them too low. I mean, it was ridiculous, you guys. I listed all 3, and within hours, 2 of them sold. I got 4 because I sent 1 to the RealReal, and it actually sold for so much on the RealReal that I ended up making more money selling it there. And I was kind of pissed. I was like, dang it, I shouldn't have sold those 3 myself. The one I sent to the RealReal sold for close to $400 used. These were all used. 2 of them had scuffs on the belt buckle, still sold. So the one that had scuffs sold for $150. This retails brand new for $4.95. I made $120, and this is one of the ones that sold within like 2 hours of me listing it, and I immediately wanted to like cancel the sale and be like, I should have listed this for like $300, but I didn't do that because he already paid, and I was like, that's not right. So everything in the Quick Lots palette, I basically paid $2 per item, and this gave me a net earnings of $120. So I ended up making $118 in a couple hours. I loved that Quick Lots palette. A lot of you and myself, like some of it was a mess. Like they did not package it very well. I got mounds and mounds of tangled jewelry. You guys, that was a mess. But the amount of money that I've made on that palette has been amazing. And the speed that those things have sold. And I got everything. I got like 20 cashmere scarves. I got like 50 pairs of gold, real gold earrings, 18 karat gold rings. I got so much just, I've made thousands of dollars on that palette. I wish that I could get it again. Anytime they're selling it, it sells out super quickly. Totally worth $1,000. I paid $1,000 for it, $100 in shipping, so $1,100. It was amazing. I love that palette. I would buy it again. I know some people like are not the biggest fans of Quick Lots, so I can't speak to that. All I know is I've purchased from them once, and I'm very happy with it. I would totally buy it again. I just can't get my hands on it. So if you guys know when their general merchandise palette goes live, let me know on like Instagram or something, because I would totally buy it. Here's another item from that same palette. This is a Montclair Baseball Hat. You guys, this sold so fast. This literally took me 2 minutes to list. I took like 4 or 5 photos. It wasn't in perfect condition. There was a little bit of discoloration, like the black was fading. I mentioned that. This sold full price for $72, gave me a net earnings of $57, and I paid $2 for this. And it sold within, if I can remember correctly, like 6 hours. I had no idea that Montclair baseball hats were super popular. I know it's a very pricey brand. I have sold a lot of their coats before that I have paid up, and I have made great money on them. I just didn't know that a little baseball cap would sell for so much money and so quickly. I love, love, love selling hats. Even if I pay $1 and they sell for $20, I don't care. They're so easy to store, super easy to list, super easy to ship. That's just a tip from me to you. Check out hats, you guys. Some of these hats can be very valuable. Some of them you may only sell for 25 bucks. I am not beneath making a quick $20 profit or a quick $15 profit. That's what keeps the lights on and pays for my convertible, okay? I am not beneath any of it. I love those quick flips, or I love just easy listings that I can store very quickly in multiple quantities of. So that kind of opened my eyes though to looking for more like higher end hat sales. But I sell hats all the time, year round. Baseball hats, visors, big floppy hats, crazy looking hats. Okay friends, we're at number 10. I definitely could have made this like a top 20, top 50 video because I have so many more sales I want to tell you about, but I feel like this video is going to be too long. So let's just end here. These are Canada Goose gloves. They only had 2 likes. These sold in June. This is why I say, friends, I'm sorry, this sold July 1st. Sell stuff year round. So it's cold somewhere in the world in July. For me, it was like 90 degrees and I was just huge and pregnant, listing away, but someone needed these like super chunky, warm Canada Goose gloves. These sold for $100 minus the Poshmark fee, gave me a net earnings of $80. I paid $2 for them, so I made $78. And these sold, did I tell you how fast they sold? I think they sold, so I listed them June 25th. So, oh, not that fast, but pretty fast. I mean, they weren't even listed a month. I can't believe they sold for so much. I was just super I'm like, you can tell I'm just like dumbfounded. These retail brand new for $225, you guys. And I sold them for $100 used with no tags. Oh, no. It says new without tags. Okay. That's always risky, you guys. Don't do what I do, because if something doesn't have tags, I've had buyers over the years say, well, how can you be for sure it's new? Even though looking at these gloves, I mean, these are like heavy duty, you know, gloves that if someone even wore them once, you know, in the temperatures that you would wear these, I feel like you'd be able to tell, but you never know. So I always say, don't do that. I very, very rarely say new without tags. It's just a risk, because like people have told me that is true. How do you know that they're new if they don't have tags? And you really don't. But I put that here because I was like, these things look like someone literally never wore them. So, all right, we'll end there. If you want a part 2, let me know. I'm just scrolling through my sales. And I do have a lot of stuff that's thrifted that we could talk about. I just think this video is too long, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you're having a great holiday season. While you're watching this, I am actually visiting family in Dallas and Oklahoma. We have like a farm. Well, from the way my dad describes it, the land is not farmable, I guess. We have like thousands of acres of unfarmable land in Oklahoma, and that's where I'll be for Christmas. So we're all going down there. I'm going to be living the country life for the next 6 days, but I am going to be spending about 4 of those days, not 4, I think 3 of those days in Dallas. So if you know of any good thrift stores, can you leave them in the comments down below, because I am going to be thrifting. I'm going to drag my boyfriend and my baby to go thrifting with me. I might hit up the bins. I'm not taking them there if I have time. So if you have any recommendations of any stores or spots I should hit up, let me know. Any restaurant recommendations, because we'll be eating out a lot. I am also going to go sourcing in Texarkana. You guys, I cannot travel without sourcing. I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, we could have my mom watch Zane and we could do a date in Texarkana. He's like, what do you want to do there? I was like, thrift. It's like, okay. No, but we're actually going to have a date, but I am going to source. So if you know of anything in Texarkana, which I think we're going to Texarkana, Arkansas. But according to Google Maps, there's also a Texarkana, Texas. I'm rambling at this point. Happy holidays, friends. Leave any recommendations down below. And if you want to see a part 2, let me know. And I will see you soon.